Okay, video analysis time. This time, though, it's one of my favorite email categories, which is the welcome flow or automation. But not just any email in the welcome flow. This is welcome email number one. It's it's a moneymaker for many reasons. But today, though, I am looking at something a little different. Usually, when you sign up for an offer, right, DTC e-commerce, you will get here's your 20% off, right? That's going to be at the banner, top banner. I mean, not even there, already on the subject line. Like here's your coupon code, pretty standard. But today's email is by a brand called Rorra, and they sell water filters. Okay, but what's different about this is that it's pretty high ticket. It's about $400-500 for their water filter, and not only is it an investment type of product, right? $400-500 is not easy money, but it's also for your health. So the price is not really the only thing to consider, but the implications for your health and for your family if you purchase this. And what I love about this email is that the marketers, the people in the company understood those things. It's reflected in their email. So instead of sending you here's an offer, buy your stuff, they take or they took the inbound strategy or methodology. So you enter your email and you get some value for it. Here's your water report. I mean, how many water reports do you look at every day? You know, who looks at water reports? Um, well, at this point, you know, when you sign up for their email, I think that's already kind of fomenting in your mind like something's up with the water. But anyway, you click on share your water report, and then you get to a page. You enter your zip code, and then you see a report. Copy wise, so that's what they kind of like prioritized, and they use PAS, problem agitation solution. So you get an email, you look at your water report, and if you do go back to the email, you see that's the problem. There's something's up with the water. That's the problem. And then they kind of agitate you some more. I'm like, yep, it is contaminated. And then, of course, we're the solution, which I think is pretty cool. So, copy wise, it's pretty powerful. It's pretty straightforward. I love it. Like, hey, welcome here. This is the stuff that we're trying to solve because this is the problem. These are like all the bad stuff that could happen to you. But here's the solution. And then, they kind of bake in some kind of viral thing in there, like, hey, share this with everybody. A lot of information there. And then that's really the only time where they talk about themselves, which is, this is how you know a copywriter wrote this because they understood how it works. So full marks for copy. CTA is interesting because their main CTA is see your water report, right? Even here, like they don't, there's no mention of shop now. It's just available now. Share your water report, right? Find out more. It's pretty focused in the sense that they're they're educating people, right? Because for the most part, this is not an impulse buy, and so they're leaning in on that, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna educate you that this is what it is, this is the problem, and this is gonna be the solution, right? And just learn more about it. No pressure, you no pressure to drop $500 right now, which is cool. I like that. And that's why I think CTA full marks for it too. Design, I love it. You can't see it here because I'm using a different inbox, but if you turn off the images, you would still see the plain text sections, which I love. I think that this is a coded email. It's not just like a drag and drop. I know they're using Klaviyo, but the way it renders when the images are off, it's different. So I think this is custom coded, which is beautiful. All right. Now, in terms of compliance, in terms of unsub, they have it there. Let's move this brown face. Unsubscribe is there. Business addresses there. That's really all we're looking for. And in terms of accessibility, I kind of bake it in the compliance side of things. The plain text shows, right? So that's what's important. So full marks there as well. And then brand, if you click on this, the site kind of looks, just pretty much looks like this. So there's cohesiveness, right? There won't be a surprise of like, where am I? If you're reading this email and you click on any of the links, you know that you're in the same place, dealing or talking with the same people. And I think that this is my first ever 10 out of 10 email. And it's walk-up email number 1. There are so many excellent emails right out there. But I think beyond the same old welcome emails, at least in this instance, this stood out because it really takes the time to educate its audience, its prospective customers, and it really shows that they understand who they are and who they're trying to sell to. And you can tell by this email. So whoever came up with this, hats off to you. This is an exceptional email. It does the job. I'm actually close to buying this thing. They followed up with about 3 more emails talking about the water, and then that's when they start really kind of, emails start to get short, and then now they're telling you other things. But that's for another day. Again, 10 out of 10. I love this email. Though, welcome to Rorra is the subject line. Preview line, by the way, there's no preview line, and that's how I can that's kind of like the hint that I think this was hand coded, because instead of a preview line, it's like it's the link to this share your water report. I love this email so much, and I try to be very objective. So I'm not going to ding points against that, because again, if you look at, I can't show it here, but if you look at that preview line, even though it's a code, you can still see the words water report. Am I being biased right now because I like this email? Maybe, but I'm only human. I really, really love this email. I'm not associated with them. I wish I made this email. I did not. But again, hats off. Love this email, and this is going to go straight to inbox notes right now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and if you need help with your email, find me, emailscience.com. Bye-bye.